Hi friends, welcome to Galda IAS Hepgec program. Here we are going to discuss about UPSC previous and model questions. So moving on to question number 1 on history. Consider the following events during India's freedom struggle. Statement 1, Chauri Chaura outrage. Statement 2, Mindo-Morley reforms. Statement 3, Dandi March. Statement 4, Montague-Chelmsford reforms. Which one of the following is the correct chronological order of the events above? So regarding our modern history, or generally in all history, we must notice that some important events and their timeline. Because UPSC have a tendency to ask a chronological order questions. That means based on even the time period. Even in ancient history or in medieval or modern history, we can expect these kind of questions. So timeline should be noted down. So Chauri Chaura incident, it happened in 1922 during non-cooperation period time. That means the violent mob attacked and set fire a police station, and it happened in 1922. Regarding Mindo-Morley reforms, it was in 1909. Actually, it is a constitutional reform. That means it tries to increase the participation of Indians in governance, and it happened in 1909. Regarding Dandi March, it happened in 1930s. That means Gandhiji broke the salt law. When the British imposed taxes on salt, it affects the poor. So it was an instant which broke the salt law of the British, and it happened in 1930s. And regarding Montague-Chelmsford reforms, it was also constitutional reforms happened in 1990. So when finding the chronological order, we know that 1909 comes first. That means 2 should come first. So when 2 should come first, we can eliminate A and C. The next thing is Montague-Chelmsford reforms, that is 1919. So after 2, it should be 4. So only option left is option B. So answer is option B, that is Mindo-Morley reforms, then Montague-Chelmsford reforms, then Chauri Chaura outrage, and later Dandi March. So when studying history, we must clearly notice the time period to attend these kind of questions. Okay. So moving on to next question on economy. In the parlance of financial investments, the term bear denotes option A, an investor who feels that the price of the particular share is going to fall. Option B, an investor who expects the price of particular share is going to rise. Option C, a shareholder or a bondholder who has an interest in a company, financial or otherwise. Option D, any lender, whether by making a loan or buying a bond. So actually, bear trading or bull trading, these are terms related to stock market operations. That means during the buying and selling of securities. So generally a person or an organization buys securities in expect that their value increases and at a later stage they will sell it and earn the profit. So profit is our motive and not loss. So that bear trade means currently they expect, that means the security holder expect that the price of his security is going to fall due to speculations. And because he feels that the price is going to fall, he sells his securities at the moment. And later on, when the price decreases, he purchases it again. That is called bear trade. And regarding bull trade, the other term is bull trade. That means currently a person having a security, say at some value has rupees 1000. And if he feels that the price is going to increase, say it might increase to 2000 or so on, so he purchased more number of securities. That means later on he can get more profit because of the security. This is called bull trading. Okay. So when moving on to the question, the bear denotes what? An investor who feels that the price of particular share is going to fall. He anticipates a rise in price and sell his securities, and later on when the price went down, he buy it again. That is the bear trade here. So answer is option A. Moving on to the next question on Indian polity. Consider the following statements. The mode of removal of a judge of a high court in India is same as that of removal of judge of the Supreme Court. Statement 2. After retirement from the office, a permanent judge of a high court cannot plead or act in any court or before any authority of India. So this is regarding the judiciary, that means the removal procedure of judges of Supreme Court and High Court. So we know that the Supreme Court judge, he can be removed only by the President of India. After an address made by both house of the parliament, that means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, should pass the address by a special majority. Special majority of not less than 2/3 members present and voting, and also it should contain a majority of total membership of the house. By this special majority, it should be passed in both the house, that is in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Then only President can remove Supreme Court judge. The same procedure is also applicable for removal of High Court judge also. So in India, the removal procedure for Supreme Court judges and also for High Court judges is same. And don't be confused that High Court judge is removed by the state legislators. No, that's false. It is the Parliament. On your address, the President removes the judges of both Supreme Court and High Court. So statement 1 is right. Regarding statement 2, after the retirement from the office, a permanent judge of a High Court cannot plead or act in any court or before any authority of India. That is wrong, because a retired judge of High Court can plead or act in Supreme Court, also other High Courts which he has not worked. So the statement 2 is also wrong. Statement 2 is wrong here and statement 1 is right. So the answer is option A. And one thing also you have to note that the removal, the grounds for removal of judges is proved misbehavior and incapacity. Proved misbehavior and incapacity. You must also study the grounds for removal of president, vice president, governor, so on, because they can be asked in the questions. And also when we study polity, we must compare and study all this. For example, when we study president, we must also similarly study the governor, president, governor. And when we study prime minister, we must relate with chief minister. And when we study Supreme Court, we must relate with High Court. Similarly, this comparison helps us to get more marks in polity questions. Okay. Because always you basically ask interchange, the statement can be interchanged. For example, the role of Supreme Court can be interchanged with High Court, or similarly role of governor with president, or CM with PM. So statement can be confused like this. Moving on to next question from geography part. It's also a map-based question. So as I told you, map is an important part in UPSC syllabus, whether it is world geography or Indian physical geography. So at least some of the more important physical features should be in your mind with their locations. Okay. So in the left hand side, some of the hills, name of some hills are given, and the right hand side, the region is given. So regarding this question, cardinal hills, we have to find which of the above pairs is correctly matched. So we know that Cardamom Hills is in the southern part of Western Ghats, which borders Kerala and Tamil Nadu, and it is not in Coromandel Coast. Regarding Kaimur Hills, it says that it's in Konkan Coast. Actually, it is something eastern part of Vindhya regions and not on the Konkan Coast. So statement 1 and 2 is also wrong in this question. Just because 1 and 2 are wrong, A can be eliminated, B can be eliminated, D also can be eliminated. So just out of these 4 statements, we know only 2, and just because of knowing that 2, we arrived at the answer option C. And moving on to Mahadev Hills, it's in central India, that's right, and Mikir Hills is in northeast, that is in Assam. Map is here. The Kaimur Hills are more interior, near to Vindhya Hills, and Mahadev Hills in central India, that is in Madhya Pradesh region, and Cardamom is in southern part of Western Ghats, and Mikir Hills is in Assam, that is northeast India. So only 3 and 4 are right. That is, option C is the right answer in this question. Moving on to next question on environment regarding an organization called BirdLife International. Which of the following statements is or are correct? Statement number 1, it is a global partnership of conservation organizations. Statement 2, the concept of biodiversity hotspot originated from this organization. Statement 3, it defines the sites not or referred to as important bird and biodiversity areas. So regarding some organizations, we must clearly notice their objective, their funding pattern, their governing body, and their role in public, whether it is related to environment or science and tech or economy, so and so. That's very important. So regarding this, actually it is one of the oldest conservation organizations, that is BirdLife International, and it's a global partnership of conservation. So statement 1 is right. And regarding statement 3, this BirdLife International Organization defines the sites called important bird and biodiversity area. So statement 1 and 3 is right here. So answer is C in this question. So regarding the term biodiversity hotspot, that's statement number 2. The concept of biodiversity hotspot originated from this organization. Actually, it is not. Because the concept of biodiversity hotspot is coined by Norman Mayers, a biologist. Actually, the biodiversity hotspot means it's a geographical region which has high biodiversity and they get destructed or degraded due to human interactions. So such kind of spots are located and mapped. So in India, we have 4 biodiversity hotspots. That is in Himalayas, Western Ghats, Indo-Burma region, and Sundalands, which consists some parts of Nicobar Islands. So these are the 4 biodiversity hotspots present in India, and it is not originated from this organization called BirdLife International, but it is coined by Norman Mayers. So in this question, only statement 1 and 3 are right. That is option C. That's all for the day. Thank you.